Hello everybody, Reggie Tam here again, following on from the last Morning Glory video with hopefully some more Morning Glory. Who knows? Maybe it'll be inglorious going forward, but we had a good first session. Hoping to do the same on session 2. It's the same session, following on from the last video, but obviously in terms of videos it's the second session. I've still got some reasonable tables. They're not as good as they were when we started the previous video, as green tag players have gone broke and been replaced by some regulars. Some good, some okay, some not so good. If you missed the last video, do go back and enjoy watching Ace Gunner raise A7 offsuit under the gun like a boss, because he was tilting like a prick. He won the pot from me, he won the tiny pot. It was just amusing. It was worth the whatever I lost, £2, just to take pleasure in seeing how shitty he opens when he's just been felted. And I guess we just have to bet this river too. Hope he folds a hand like pocket queens, pocket jacks, or just like basically any under pair. I don't think it's too likely, but we've got to try, right? Because we've got 9 high. Queen 10 off's a miserable hand to defend, but against a green tag player, ace 10. Okay, we won't try to get him to fold an ace anyway, so I guess that doesn't matter too much. Oh, the main reason for this table being open has just been felted. Oh, recently, I don't know if it's just happened. Fortunately, it didn't go to Ace Gunner, because we don't like seeing Ace Gunner have anything nice happen at the poker table. Don't wish him any harm in real life, but at the poker table, every time he gets felted, it feels like my penis grows by an extra millimetre. Which I could use, to be honest with you. We are deep here. So I think the 9 is a defend, the 8 is a defend. Sadly, we've not got a flop that's cooperated very well for our hand, and its quadsy, to be fair, has been relatively forgiving post flop. So if he does bet here, we're just going to give the pot up. He hasn't been getting out of line post flop at all, or at least not that I've noticed anyway. He's been willing to check down in a lot of spots. I think he could have a lot of hands like pocket queens, ace jack here that just have us beat, that aren't going to fold, so going to continue checking. Hope he's just got something, I don't know what, like I can't even think of a hand really that he might check that we beat. Really easy fold on the river. Apart from like complete air, of course he can have some total air, but that's about it. I'm going to sit out big blind at table 2 when this hand's over. 3 regulars and 1 fish, even though our position isn't a table situation that I like to persevere with. I'm going to fold the river unimproved. Versus 160. I mean, we just don't win ever here, but we're getting like absurd odds. And who knows, sometimes he might just have like ace 9. Very, very unlikely. We're going to lose a lot here, but we can afford to for that price. King, queen, fair enough. And we're not sitting out now because another fish has just sat. do not enjoy getting check raised. Yes, we can call here and think about calling some bricks, but I'm already not in love with this situation. That would not qualify as a brick, and he's just potted it, so we're just out of there. A rum start to this second video. Betting a call in 2 spots again. Far from in love with my 7s. Might still be the best hand. Might sometimes turn some equity, or even better, turn a full house. I think we're very likely ahead of hip shooter here. It's just whether we're ahead of this dude. I'm going to check call. If hip shooter bets and y equals mc squared folds, then we're going to call. Neither of those things happened, and we just won, which is just fine by me. Clear, very easy bet fold with the set of bets. We can get caught by like 2 pairs and things. Obviously going to lose to straights. He seems very passive, this guy post flop, doesn't he? Doesn't seem like super willing to bet his hands. And put a little note on him. Maybe, oops. Maybe passive post flop. Don't know anything else about him yet, so we're not going to tag him as a colour. Scanning the lobby at the moment, it looks pretty dead, so we can't really get some better tables. Although, I mean, there's nothing wrong with them. I mean, the good tables compared to almost everywhere else you can get, but compared to Sky at this time of day, if I wasn't making a video, I would maybe think about opening a new table, and if it turned out nice, then decide which of these tables to throw away. It wouldn't be this one. Wouldn't be this one, I don't think. Oh, they're okay, aren't they? They're okay. I'm not a huge fan of playing with 3 regulars, but you gotta do what you gotta do. We got Quadsy purple tagged, and I think pre-flop he is on the loose aggressive side, but post-flop he seems pretty honest, to be fair. I'm not sure if that purple tag's about right. He's kind of between purple and red. I don't have a clue what colour you have between purple and red. If we could have like infinite colours, he wouldn't be purple. He wouldn't be red. He'd be... who knows what he'd be. Give me a colour between purple and red that I've never heard of. Cerise, is that fucking something like that? No clue. I have no idea. That is a miserable flop for the Queen Jack offsuit on table 2. Schooner's just going to get to win unless Coco pops as a cure for any bet. Kicks through, and the turn does not improve the situation in any shape or form. And we get another utterly abject flop on table 4. So we're not flopping too well this video up to now, but that's poker, as the saying goes. King Jack off, somewhat of a loose open, but we'll do it anyway. Hopefully we get the call from this dude and the fold from this dude. Squeeze comes in, so now we're rooting for the Y equals MC squared dude to get the job done for us. Actively rooting hard against the Gooner here. This board favours Y equals MC squared more than it does the Gooner, you would imagine. The Gooner's going to be limited to just over pairs here, whereas this dude can have a guess sets. Some straights now, some 2 pairs. Evidently not. Talking about nemesis, whatever happened to Poker King Guy? I have not seen that guy on the site for fucking months and months. I hope he's okay. I mean, yeah, we had to get in some battles at the table. We used to needle each other, but you know, obviously, the same as with H-School and everybody else, I wish them absolutely no harm whatsoever, and yeah, I just hope the lad's okay. Maybe he's just quit poker, maybe he just decided to move somewhere else and play somewhere else, who knows, but yeah, we had a certain rivalry at the table, but it doesn't extend beyond the table, and given he just like mysteriously disappeared, I hope there's nothing to that more than he's just decided that he wants to play somewhere else, or he just decided not to play poker anymore. Backdoor everything here, but none of it's really that strong, so we're going to fold. Ooh, that would have been a good turn card for us, wouldn't it? And then the river would have been a major source of disappointment. For those of you who are wondering why my content's been limited of late, I did do about 6 weeks of Twitch streaming. Then my job situation changed a little bit and I had to stop doing that. Well, I didn't have to stop, but I decided to stop because I couldn't do it consistently. And then since doing that, I've just been really busy with work stuff. Every day this week I've been up, like before 9:30 a.m, which for me is like being up in the middle of the fucking night. And I've had long days and not felt like playing when I've got home because I've just been too tired. I don't play really when I'm tired. I'll just go to bed and sleep. So yeah, but the next, after tonight's shift I'm in this afternoon, after today, I'm only working, I think, 2 of the next 12 days. So hopefully during that time, I'm going to focus most of my play during the daytime hours when my wife's out at work, so I can enjoy time with her in the evenings and what have you. Go out and do some stuff. Now nice weather's coming, maybe go out for a few bevies here and there, or walks or whatever. Just get out of the house a little bit when the weather's nice in the evenings, and probably not play too much. Maybe play later on at night and what have you, but there won't be many streams, but hopefully we can make quite a few Morning Glory videos, because more than anything else I like the fucking title. 2 overs and lots of backdoors means we're going to c-bet table 2 if we get the opportunity. Not big, because we don't need to go too big. And then we'll decide excuse me, whether to barrel turns. Basically any card over a 10 or a green one will be getting barreled. I just don't see fish making 20 big blind 3-bets as bluffs, or 20 big blind squeezes as bluffs. So we're going to make a very, very tight fold with the ace queen there. Just based on his sizing more than anything else. Didn't want to jam over it because I think we're getting snapped off by a range that fucking crushes us, and calling and then trying to negotiate post flop when we're usually going to miss didn't seem like a great deal of fun either. Whereas flopping flushes is quite a lot of fun. Not quite so much fun when you don't actually get another penny of value. Use the same size as before on what is a similar board texture. Quadsy and y equals MC squared squaring off here. Who's going to win? Oh, it's a fair fight. Y equals MC squared takes the lead. We're looking for one of 2 jacks. Did not get there. Unlucky, Mr. Quadsy. I don't have the bang needle for Quadsy, so I don't take any pleasure in losing it. I'm pleased that he did because it doubles up the green tag player, but I mean, if that was ace queen, it would have been fucking sweating really hard on the ace or the king, but as it's Quadsy, we won't actively root against him just because of who he is, and we'll just root against him because of different situations that arise from him losing, as opposed to him winning. Him winning and doubling up and him disappearing is not good. him doubling up is good. I'm going to bet this turn again pretty small. Am I? No. We can't really, we don't have a calling hand on the river. That's the issue here. If he bets, we don't really have much of a call because we block the hearts and what have you. I mean, I guess we're just going to check it through now and lose. Oh, 8-5. Wow, that was an interesting flop peel. If I was peeling that wide, we could definitely bet again for value. Don't get value from that exact hand very often, but we certainly get value from his range. Oops, that's someone ringing my doorbell. I shall be back in just a moment. You won't even notice the difference. We are back. It was some woman delivering a parcel. It's the second parcel that's been delivered this morning, and it is a good example of why I will never be a rich man. I don't know anyone who, well, probably lots of people, but I don't know anyone personally who gets as many parcels delivered per month as my wife. All kinds of fucking tack comes into the house. She's forever buying new pieces of furniture and putting them up and giving the others away, which I don't mind. I mean, if we've got no more use for them, I'd rather give them away to somebody who I know who needs them than try and flog them on some fucking Facebook selling site for a nominal amount. And they also can't be asked for the fucking haggling. Put some on Facebook. Oh, we want £20 for this item. Oh, I'll give you 15 and can you deliver? Fuck off! Just fuck off. No, it's 20 fucking pounds. Not going fucking Tesco and say give you fucking 13 quid for the 18 quid joint of lamb, and when you're not busy can you pop it round the fucking house to me, do you? Cunts. So I can't be asked dealing with them fuckwits. And it's nice just to maybe give some people who are starting out in the first home or whatever some furniture for free. Pocket sevens. Dirty, 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 Mr. Dats. You dirty man. What did the other dude have? Oh, we were beating two spots. We were beating one spot on the flop and beating two spots by the river. What a shame. Every next hand you get those king balls and you've got £1 left in your stack. Fuck me, that's another pass that comes in a letterbox. I'm sure it was. Either that or one of the ones I put up on the cat, whatever you want to call it, activity centre, has fallen off. It could have been the latter actually. Maybe that was a slight overreaction from me there. Maybe it wasn't another pass. Look, he's done it again. We still got fuck all money. Kings, nuts, and sadly you lost your stack the previous hand, and now you're just left with £4 after two full double ups. Sucks to be shocks. This table 4 is fucking next to useless now. This guy's live enough to have like a pretty wide. A lot of hands he's going to need to fold and also call with some worse hands, or hands that we're doing just fine against. Reasonable flop for us, given that we've missed. Backdoor nut flush draw and gut shot straight draw. I think we just go mad here, don't we? Just go with the overbet. Cry when he jams. He didn't jam though, so we're happy. We have a happy Reggie right now because that overbet bluff got through. 8-7 suited. This is different to the situation in the first video where I said we shouldn't be calling with these suited connectors because it's a weaker play that's opened under the gun. So I think it's just a slightly different situation, in case anyone thinks I'm being somewhat contradictory who's watched both videos. We're rooting for black, and we got the red board pairer, table 3, which is one of the worst cards we could have hoped to see. We wanted a nice black one, didn't we? Like a nice 4 of spades or something, but nope, we got the red queen. And we don't want the red queen. Is he going to hold again? Shocks, he's on a roll. Winning every all-in or chopping every all-in. We river the nut flush on table 3, so we're going to bet pretty big and fold to a raise. And this is a min raise, then we're going to be really, really sad and call and hopefully run into trip queens and not a full house. Coco Pop's starting to get a bit naughty with the 3 betting. But we're not going to defend the Jack 7. There's actually just a better table than this, so we're just going to sit out, leave, and join the better table that's in the lobby. That's just fucking disappeared, ironically. That's quite annoying. Keep trying to find another one. Yeah, Coco Pops, now you're getting naughty. I'm going to 4-bet bluff with the ace deuce suited. And then he uses that sizing, which makes me want to vomit. It's obviously a fold, but we're not going to, it's like a snap fold. We're going to at least make it at least look like we had a decision. As I said earlier, Quad Z has been very honest post flop so far, so to turn against some people we could think about bluffing, but he's just been like so passive post flop that we're just going to give him credit the first time he does show like 2 streaks of aggression. Still seething from that fucking 5-bet from Coco Pops. We've let him 3-bet, we've folded to his 3-bets like 4 times in a row. We finally pick up a hand we can use to 4-bet with. But it's a bluffing one, not a value one, and he just fucking makes what, to be frank, I thought was quite a poor sizing. But nevertheless, still made us fold. So £5 in pre-flop with a hand and didn't even get to see a flop, which is never fun. Shocks, can you do it again? Shocks, it's fucking battling. I want to see Shocks get back to 20 quid. Not courtesy of me though. So you can get back to 20 quid courtesy of somebody else. Not the tables, just like one fucking player. And that one player seems to be Cocoa Pops. No desire to play that guy heads up. I don't think he'd crush me, but I don't feel like I'd have any edge. Post rake. Pre-rake I'd probably play him. Post rake, let's not bother. Don't do it, Shocks. That's it. I don't mind you calling. Didn't want you like just jamming 50 fucking bigs in there. We flop a full house, which is nice, but it's a very dry board, so we not gonna bet. Now we're just gonna hope he's caught up in some way, or he was running an elaborate trap with a king, and we're in Cooler City. But we're in neither of those things. He wasn't running a trap, and he didn't have a calling hand. Which makes me just not a lot sad, but a little bit sad. Boo. Shocks is going to continue chipping up because he's won this pot. What the fuck is that all about? Cold call the ace pops. I mean, we need to see it, of course, but and it works, but we don't like it. We're going to fold here for 20 pence because we just have nothing, and I don't really think bluffing's going to work. Suited Broadway on the button seems like a pretty nice hand to try and see a flop with on table 3. This guy isn't reloading, so he's going to get the green tag. And we get a completely useless flop. Please don't raise, please don't raise. That's what's going through my head right now. Just have 2 pair and call. That's it. What did he have? Ace Jack, just one pair and call, even better. You're just 60 this time. I wonder what the difference between his 60 and his 70 is. I'm going to call it a day in a moment. I'm going to go and make myself some dinner before work. Bit of a loose defend versus a 4x, but it is versus a fish, so I'm not going to beat myself up for that. Pocket jacks. I guess we want a 3-bet it this deep, do we? Or do we want to call and let the fish in? I think we'll call and let the fish in. I'll have one last post flop hand before we wrap it up. Oh, not much of a post flop hand. A reasonable chance we're ahead of Quadsy. I'm not sure that we're going to be ahead as this guy, who's again this guy who doesn't seem to like putting chips in post flop, and it also seems that we're not ahead of Quadsy. very quiet end to the session. Unless something exciting happens on table 2. Susie Q is joining. Would have been nice. Oh, Shocks went dead at the end as well. Shocks went dead. Rip Shocks. Rip the Shockster. Oh, check raised on the river. Mr. Dats. Quads is gone for it. Dats is going with it too. And Quadsy, in my opinion, was a little bit too thin with the jam there, but what do I know? There we go, that's the end of the session. Hope you guys have enjoyed the last 2 videos. I've been doing some more morning videos when the wife's not around, so hopefully there'll be some regular content coming. And take care. Bye for now, everybody.